Hello, Melissa.
Hey, how are you, Kevin?
Good. We're going to have a very intimate show, apparently. Are you doing some time?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right. Don't try. You just do it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
There you go. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't need to try. You're already doing it. Let's see who else shows up. We'll wait a couple minutes. If not, we got a one-person show. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
No,
You know what?
I heard of a one-woman show, but not a one-man audience.
It happens. It happens. This week's been really slow. I'm thinking maybe everything opened up. Like, a lot of cities and stuff.
Yeah, I think some, things have started to open up, and I think also people are just tired.
Yeah. I'm screened out. I don't know about you. I'm screened out.
What's been funny about this is that, I've had to go to work this whole time because of the hospital. And yet anytime we do meetings, none of us are in the same room together anymore. We're all like, we go to our offices, do the meetings via screen.
It's true that they have hybrid school here in Long Beach. My daughter, if she goes back to hybrid school, they'll be in the classes, but they'll be watching the same Zoom classes that they would normally watch. They just sit in there 6 feet apart and watch the Zoom instead of watching it at home. So my daughter went for, I'm just going to stay home and watch it.
I don't blame her. How old is your daughter?
I have two. I have 17 and 14.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you have teenagers. How do you have hair still?
Well, I don't have hair on my head anymore. No, I am absolutely blessed with really, really cool teenagers. I have not either that. Well, there's a chance that maybe they just hold everything in and they're going to explode someday, maybe blow up a bank or something. I don't know. The only reason I say that, they just seem like they're just the most well-adjusted kids ever.
That's awesome.
Times have changed. When I was a kid, if my parents ever asked me, what do you want for Christmas? I already had the list. I have a list right now. Okay.
No, somebody will ask you someday, Kevin, what do you want for Christmas?
My daughters, if you ask them what they want for Christmas, every year they're stumped. I'm not kidding. I mean, they don't even want technology. Oh, I need a new computer. Oh, I need a new phone. Every year they're just like, there's not really anything I need. I have everything I want.
Aww.
I'm like, that's great. Can't you just want something? Aren't you a normal kid? Can't you bully somebody and want a bunch of crap from your parents the way most kids do?
I love that. That's great. Good parenting, Kevin. Good parenting.
Hey, I can't claim anything. I just can only be honest, and that's it. And I don't know how to be a good parent, but I can tell you one thing. When people who don't have kids give me parenting advice, I want to slap them.
Oh.
I have a friend who has a business, who just started a business on how to teach parents how to raise their kids. And he's never had a kid. He's never lived with a kid. It's so different when it's 24 hours a day. Sometimes you just want them to shut the hell up. Just shut your face. Sorry. Getting emotional.
You know what they say, though, Kevin? Those who can't do, teach.
There you go. There's a lot of truth to that. And those who aren't well-adjusted teach from an underground bunker on Zoom.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I have a pizza painting. This is a judgment-free zone, my friend.
I love the pizza painting. That reeks of character right there. That reeks of character. You have no idea.
When I went to buy, we were at an art show and we saw the painting, and I was him-hawing. I was like, do I want it? Do I not? And we're buying a different painting. My husband saw it, and the person said, well, did you see anything that you want? And I was like, there's this pizza painting. And they're like, oh, it's such a great deal. It comes with the frame. And I was like, well, wrap it up.
Would have been great if it came with like a Domino's coupon.
For me, it'd be more fat tomato.
Yeah, I don't like Domino's. I don't like most chains. I'm not a chainy guy, and I'm not a fast food guy. I do occasionally have a In-N-Out burger, and I've been known to pick up some tacos sometimes. But other than that, I'm not a fast foodie. At least I try not to be.
I try not to be, but I'm from New York originally, so I'm a bit of a pizza snob, and my husband's from the south side of Chicago, so he and most of our marital arguments is over which like area has the best pizza. But out here we can agree on pizza because
That's good.
There's only a few options of good pizza out here.
Yeah, there's not really good options here in Long Beach where I live. At least I don't know. Maybe you know. Maybe you ordered something for lunch.
Fat Tomato on Broadway.
Fat Tomato. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to use your advice.
They have good pizza. I like New York style, big thick slice or big thin slices. And then if you want like as close as you're going to get to Chicago pizza out here, Rance's on 2nd Street.
Rance's.
And they have good wings there in Rance's. And again,
yeah, I think Rancid's sister store is called Canal Water. No, I don't know. Just why would you want to name a restaurant Rancid?
Well, I mean, no, maybe
Rancid's. Huh?
Rance's, R-A-N-C.
Oh, I thought you said Rancid. I was like, okay, and they have a Canal Water. All right.
Note to self, I'm going to name a coffee shop Rancid.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it'd be a good idea, but you never know. Sometimes that just the opposite thing works for a little while at least. Nolan, you going to do some time?
Probably not.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the world's shortest open mic. It's not even an open mic. The mic is closed. It just has one person on it.
Oh, you should come on. This is going to be my first time doing it. You should do it too.
Yeah, Nolan, give her some support. It's first time. Are you guys ready to start the show? You know the deal. I'm going to hold up the sign, but I'm not going to be real strict on time because you got 5 minutes. But even if you went long, it wouldn't be a trauma. All right. That's what.
Hold on one second, Kevin. I'm just going to move to the other room because my husband's about to take the dogs out and they're going to get loud. So give me one.
Got it. All right. I like this. We'll wait. We can wait. The whole show can wait for the performer. She's like Axl Rose. She like won't come out until she's like got a real good buzz and maybe saw some naked people. Like a real rock star. You're muted!
All right. I said since it's an intimate show, we went into the bedroom.
Nice. All right. Remember, this isn't that kind of website. All right? We can do that.
Website is that kind of website.
That's a different class.
Let me officially start it off with our official start to make it official. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lions and zookeepers, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. We're just glad you're here to share some humor and some human contact. Get me out of here. Someone please come. Get me out of here. No, I'm just teasing. I'm Kevin Comstock, your host, but you guys know who I am, except for this is streaming on the internet right now, so I'm just going to wave at all the people. Sometimes when I'm on stage and like people see me, it's like groupies run up and for me.
No.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. All right, it's a crazy show tonight. We're going to bring up our first performer. Ladies and gentlemen, she was the president of Uganda, a professional surfer, and a Toastmaster enthusiast. But did you think I froze?
I thought you froze.
Your hands together for Melissa!
Happy COVID-versary! Can you believe it has been 12 months of the dumpster fire that is 2020/2021? I got really excited because my husband did give me a card. And I got more excited because I realized I didn't have to actually use it for toilet paper. Yeah, it has been a rough year. Things that you never thought you would have to do, like stay 6 feet away from people. Think about what things you could actually use as toilet paper or paper towels. And of course, actually not make up an excuse not to go home for Christmas. Sorry, Mom. I've got AIDS. This year I just said, oh no, COVID. It's been fun. I remember when we first started to do the shutdown, my husband was like, oh man, I got to teach from home. And I was like, fuck, I work in healthcare. So while you all got to stay at home and socially distance and catch up on your Netflix, I had to go to work every day. So it was really tough for me, especially when hair salons closed. Because it takes a lot of work to look broke down like I do. I don't want you to start thinking you have to like throw a parade for me because I worked in healthcare. Like in every Hallmark movie, when the little kid has, a heart transplant need, and that woman in the, really bad suit comes in and says, sorry, Jimmy, you can't have a heart because you're poor. That's me. I'm guilty. I am the administrator of the hospital, the person who has told all of my doctors and nurses for years, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. And they were like, well, guess what, bitch, you don't get to work from home. So for the last 12 months, I have been going to work. I will say I'm a little bitter about it because when my doctors and nurses left the hospital, people were clapping for them. People brought them food. I would leave the hospital every day and I would hear this. No, I didn't freeze. That's just the silence that I heard when I walked out of my office every day. And I was like, you know what? I was very important to this, pandemic fight. I mean, somebody had to make them fill out all that paperwork. But in all seriousness, it did pay off because I got vaccinated. Although I am a little bitter about that too, because again, I had to go to work. My husband didn't, or he says he did because he taught from home. He just got his vaccine today. He got the 1 shot and done Johnson & Johnson. I got the 2 shots and lie on the couch for 2 days and die Moderna vaccine. I got mine done in January and he just got his done today. So again, not really fair. But there has been some fun with COVID. One of my favorite things is that it has been the year of the introvert. And my husband is an introvert, so he's been loving life. Like he finally doesn't have to go see my friends or my family or even me. He has just been so happy. But I will say that like while everyone's really leaned into this is the year of the introvert, I think it might also be the year of the lazy person. I mean, think about it. One of the industries that has done the best is the one that allows you to stay at home and people just bring you food. Although we can tell that COVID is wrapping up because all of my friends who worked from home are now on diets because they have to go back to work and they can't fit in their pants. So things are looking up for my friends and for me. And I just am excited because we are moving forward with not having to deal with COVID. And now I have to come up with new excuses not to go home for Christmas. Sorry, Mom, I got decapitated. Thank you. Yay.
Ah, nice. Was that seriously your first time ever doing that?
Well, here I've done some open mic nights in the before times.
Okay, but it seemed like you had experience.
Yeah, I actually did a couple of the open mics here in Long Beach, and then I was detailed to in healthcare. We like to send people to other hospitals to help them. I was detailed out to Loma Linda, and I actually got a chance to do the open mic night at the Improv, which was super exciting.
Yeah,
But
Ontario, was that Ontario? Yeah. How was that? How was that one?
the one in Ontario, it was good. It was interesting because what I have found is I'm usually like the only woman up there, or like one other woman. That's what's been most interesting about all the open mic nights, is it seems to be a lot of dudes.
Most
and
of our
me.
classes are all men. A lot of them. I mean, we got the class that you're in right now. I think that's the most women we've had in one class in at least a year. And that's typical, but you know what? That makes you stand out.
It does. But yeah, the one in Ontario was good. The so because I'm legally blind and I roll up in there with a cane. And the guy who's hosting, I like just handed him my cane. I said, "Here, give this to me at the end of the show." And he's just standing there holding the cane, like, "What do I do?"
What to do?
And then I think I did the same thing to the guy who hosts at Unami. I handed him the cane, and he was like, and then he was petrified, so he just like stood there on the side of the little stage they have at Unami because he was afraid I was gonna fall off of it.
Have you ever just, this sounds so bad, but just start running into shit, hand him the cane and run into the wall, hit the stool, hit the mic stand, just literally go all over it, just, boom, I can't see shit. Oh man, oh.
What's happening? But yeah, no, so before COVID, I did a few open mic nights, and then I have a improv troupe, the Shady Bunch in Long Beach, and we used to perform at the Red Leprechaun once a month. And we had some stand-up comedians who would perform with us, and that's how I got into it. Was they said, "Melissa, you should try this, you should try it." And I finally said, okay.
I'm going to be all ready once this COVID thing's gone. You're going to be, well, you could probably go up and not catch anything, so it's all good. Because you're all vaccinated. I'm still in the line, but that's okay. I know there's going to be some Republican dumbass who's going to be like, I don't want to take it. I'll be like, hey, man, come on. I'm waiting for the spear. Do it. Nolan, are you ready to do some comedy?
There's going to be some like Gwyneth Paltrow types that are going to be anti-vaxxers.
Okay, Nolan.
Anti-vaxxers.
Nolan, I hate it.
I'm muted.
But I mean, no, you're not muted, Nolan. Nolan, I was going to ask you, are you ready to do your rant?
Come on, Nolan.
Nolan's going to do a rant.
Give me a subject.
Okay, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to introduce you, and you're going to play the world's smartest man, or Mr. Know-It-All. So you're going to say, ask me a question, and we'll ask you a question, and you see what you can come up with out of it.
Okay. For 3 minutes, I can do that.
I've seen comedians actually do this on the stage and be absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
So Mr. Know-It-All, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage next, he's a jazz triangle player. He can see dead people, and he made a jet airplane out of cheese. Put your hands together for Nolan Hale. Mr. Know-It-All.
I know everything. So ask me a question. I'll give you an answer.
What is a bathoscaphe?
A bathoscaphe? Well, it's a particular bath which is for very people who, I don't want to fat shame anyone. That would be wrong. But it is for people who are really large people. They are in the bathoscaphe. It's sort of basically what it is they take a dumpster and they put like a plastic liner in it. And that's what they You're welcome.
That's great. That's exactly great. Melissa, ask him a question. You can ask him about anything.
Oh yes, Mr. Know-It-All, I am so curious to know, what are your thoughts on our ability to teleport?
Oh, I teleport. That's how I commute. Yeah. Oh yeah. What you got to do is you got to sit in a quiet place and try to avoid touching yourself. I know that the compulsion is there that when you're alone in a quiet place, that's the first thing. Well, I usually do. And I'm assuming, Kevin.
I said,
Melissa?
went a quiet place like the library.
No, not the library. I've tried that. Yeah, I got kicked out. Next question, please.
Mr. Know-it-all. So how does one brew their own hard cider?
In your mouth. You just hold apple cider. Might throw a little sugar in there, take some apple cider, put it in your mouth, drop a little sugar cube in there, and just let it hold in there for like 10 days. And that's how you get your own. Yeah, it's your own. I mean, you're not going to share it with anyone unless you're like really kinky. I mean, that could be fun.
Mr. Know-it-all, where did the word duck come from?
Oh, duck comes from various sources, because there is the verb, the noun, and then there is the there's two nouns. This duck is the word duck. It comes from the Orient because they're known for their duck. They're Peking duck, and that's where it originated. And of course, the Europeans took it. Like, they take everything. Europeans are just such dicks, you know? They take everything. And that's my time.
Nice, Nolan. How was that for you? It's pretty fun just posting, huh? That's good.
Yeah.
All right, this concludes the Thursday open mic. It was small, but there were still laughs, and that's all that matters. I want to thank you guys. Let's talk about what we learned. We learned about using cards for toilet paper, and it takes a lot of work to look broken down. And we learned about the year of the lazy person. Mr. Know-it-all taught us about teleportation, how to brew hard cider in your mouth, and that Europeans take everything. We learn a lot here, folks, every 3 days a week, right here on this same link every week. It's the world's greatest open mic. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Melissa and Nolan! All right, you guys, on behalf of the entire Greg Bean staff, I want to say thank you. We'll see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.